Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart page here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shout out to all podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, let's talk about the inflation rate here in the Philippines and the current PSEI rally. So, the headline inflation for September 2024 was 1.9%. And the core inflation was at 2.4%. Yung headline inflation is the raw inflation figure reported in relation to the Consumer Price Index or CPI. And yung core inflation naman excludes selected food and energy items because those exhibit a large amount of volatility every month. So last time nasa ganitong level tayo was back in May 2020 when the pandemic just started. Yung headline inflation at that time was at 1.6%. And after that, tumaas na lang ng tumaas yung inflation. Until we reached a peak of 8.7% inflation last year, January 2023. And in comparison naman from August 2024, 3.3% yung headline inflation and yung core inflation is at 2.6%. Yung main drivers sa pagbaba ng inflation are food and non-alcoholic beverages. Kasama din dyan yung transportation and slower inflation from housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels. Also, clarification, hindi dahil bumabagal yung inflation rate, bumababa na rin yung prices ng mga bilihin. So, this is a common misconception. Kapag bumababa yung prices ng mga bilihin, iba yung tawag doon. That's what we call deflation. And most of the time, deflation is not good for the economy. Kapag nag-decline kasi yung prices ng goods and services, mag-shrink yung profit margins ng mga businesses. This will lead to business failures and will result to unemployment. And hindi yun maganda para sa economy. Kapag nag-slow down yung inflation, katulad nung nangyayari ngayon, it only means na mas mabagal yung pagtaas ng presyo ng mga bilihan ng goods and services. Always remember na feature ng capitalist economy ang inflation. Now, since the inflation rate is slowing down, the BSP, our central bank or Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, will be motivated to cut interest rates. Back in August, they cut the interest rates already by 25 basis points or 0.25%. So down na yan from 6.5% to 6.25%. In effect nito, this will give banks the option to lend money at a lower interest rate. So businesses or companies can borrow debt for less money and they can reinvest that capital to make it more profitable. In short, cheap capital or cheap money can be accessible again. So a low interest rate environment is what drives the economy since there's more spending money in consumers' pockets. So this also fuels bull runs in the financial markets. So we can observe that sa recent rally ng PSEI. If we check yung PSEI index for 2024 this year, up 9 PSEI by 17.20%. So that's good kasi 4 years nang down yung PSEI. And kapag nag-invest kayo sa index na to, it lags karamihan sa mga other indices around the world. And comparison kung mag-invest kayo sa S&P 500, if we look at SPX, so kita nyo yung stark difference. So nag-down lang siya nung 2022 by around 19.44%. Doon nangyari yung correction nung taon na yun. But eventually, naka-recover din the following year, 24.23%. And then this year so far, up din siya ng 20.57%. But still, it's good na nagrarally yung PSEI. And probably this is caused by the inflation data, recent inflation data. And dahil nag-cut na nga ng interest rates yung BSP back in August. And some analysts, they are forecasting a 100 BPS interest rate cut this year. So probably 75 BPS pa yung mababawas sa interest rate ng BSP dito sa Philippines. And others, they're like calling maximum around 75 BPS. So 50 BPS pa yung mababawas since nag-cut na ng 25 back in August. Not sure kung magbabawas ulit sila this month. Sa September hindi sila nagbawas, but probably October magbabawas ulit sila ng interest rates. So around this week, na-announce yung interest rate cut. August 15 yun. So nasa week yun ng August 12. We can probably check here. Tignan natin dito. So by that time, up na ng 11.5% yung PSEI. So again, that's good if you're investing in this index. Personally, hindi ako invested dito sa index na to. Although invested ako sa ilang PSEI members na companies or stocks. So for example, I have Globe. And I'm not sure kung masali pa yung LTG, but I also have LTG. And then, I believe dati natanggal din yung SEC, but I have SEC. And PLDT or TEL, I'm pretty sure na kasama yun sa PSEI. GFC also kasama yun sa PSEI, but I sold my shares before since that was a good profit na, and mas nag-focus ako sa pagbili ng mga dividend stocks instead of GFC. Although nagbibigay din yung GFC ng dividends, but yung yield is not that big in comparison to, again, let's say, Globe, PLDT, Meralco, or let's say, Aboitiz Power. So yun lang na may opinion ko sa pagtaas ng PSEI, ng current rally. And if we check like a longer time frame, ngayon lang tayo nakaakyat above like the 7,300 mark or threshold. So lagi lang natin tinetest tong level na to, but umakyat na rin siya eventually. Well, finally. Kasi last time na nandito sa level na to, 2022, and then back in 2021, nangyari din yon, but hindi tayo umakyat ng above 7,500 after natin mag-plummet to around 4,000 nung nag-start yung pandemic, March 2020. So, kumbaga, kung sa longer time frame natin ito titingnan, parang medyo sideways lang talaga yung nangyayari sa PSEI. And again, na-outperform yung PSEI ng karamihan sa mga accessible na rin naman mga indices sa atin na pwede natin pag-investan in comparison to just exclusively investing dito sa index na to. Mas okay pa kung nag-invest kayo sa mga, dividend-paying stocks na member din ng PSEI. Of course, hindi naman para sa lahat yung pag-stock pick. But if option sa inyo na, or like, you've decided na hindi na kayo magsa-stock pick, then you're better off investing in the US market, in my opinion. So, actually, kagandahan dito yung Globe. Sobrang tagal niyang naging flat. So, almost a year actually, or more than a year. Flat lang yung price niya. Plummet. Then, naging flat yung price. And ito yung magandang accumulation period or accumulation phase sa Globe. And if you can remember, marami tayong ginawang videos or episodes about Globe, and I was encouraging people to buy kasi it's really cheap at that time. And malaki na rin yung in-increase niya. Around 41% from the prices. And ang tagal na ganito yung price. Sabi natin around May 2023 until April or first week of May din. So, yeah, about a year. Tsaka lang siya ulit umakyat. And ngayon nasa 2.5k-ish level. 2,448. So, that's pretty good. But yeah, again, going back to the PSCI, we'll see in the next couple of weeks or months kung hanggang saan itong rally na to. And yeah, hopefully, again, it's gonna be good for investors sa Philippine market or Philippine stocks if magko-continue itong rally na to. Since madadamay din yung ibang like stocks or ibang sectors. Hindi lang like exclusively yung 30 stocks or companies dito sa PSCI. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Sana may natutunan kayo. Thank you for watching and listening. I will see you all in the next episode. Always remember, be peso smart.